welcome to the one of the seasons of league as the basketball tournament to do a little coaching. Cut hard! Consolation championship day for our Sioux Valley girls. This will be fun.
Love it.
Bill Vincent.
Yes. Doing great. Anytime one of your programs is playing for a trophy on a trophy day, which we have going on for the girls this afternoon, playing for a state consolation title out here in Spearfish, that's exciting. When you can add in the mix of the youthfulness of Cossack basketball, which we have here in front of us, our fourth grade Sioux Valley Cossacks playing Upton, Wyoming, out here, out west, in lead, before they go to the consolation championship game this afternoon. But this is the Sioux Valley fourth graders playing against Upton, Wyoming here in the backdrop of our coaches show. This is game one. This is game one. There are trophies, there are prizes on the line, that's for sure. Right now they're in a little bit of a play, I believe, and then they'll get bracketed out tomorrow and play the rest of the tourney.
Fourth grade level,
Yeah, from the head coach perspective, it's fundamental opportunity, an opportunity to work on the fundamentals. I love it. Love this. I like how they combine it with the opportunity to get out and see the girls' state tournament as well. These kids were down there near the front row yesterday with the overhang. Having a blast. Look at little Bentley in front of us doing up freshman shoes, regular shoes with the purple and. I've got names, that's for sure, on them. And oh yeah, that was Kellen. Kellen made the quick play there. They got off to a little bit of a good start.
Yeah, we
Yes.
Team up, Weston. Got a boy.
For those of you that are back home listening, and you remember the days before the Performing Arts Center, the old gym, some people call it the old gym, some people call it the pit. You walked downstairs to the original high school gym in Volga. You walk upstairs, but it has the same field, bleachers just on one side. No stage like that happened. For those of you historically paying attention and listening to the show, this reminds you of the old gym in the original Volga High School. That would be, yeah. This is that same field on Volga City Auditorium, like Wilson, where all those schools got kind of towns and auditoriums at the same time. The only difference here is there is 3 rows of bleachers on this side. The city auditorium in Volga does not have the 3 bleachers on the side.
Weston, good D.
We got to walk past what we did with the Gold Diggers.
Yes.
Still does have that good field.
Is it?
Even the high school gym.
Yeah, and then the one gym that you walked by, like, was Tate to here holding our stats and information. He's like, wouldn't it be great to have a throwback game in this gym as we walk by? And of course, this one even gives it that even older feel to it.
I'm going to let you guys try to organize that. You guys can put that together.
Yeah.
Athletic director things.
Exactly. Get that in play. Some of the players out here playing in your backdrop. We mentioned Bentley in the play that he had. We have Rafe. Rafe is wearing number 4 tonight. Kellen is number 5. Miles Rick is in number 12. We have Brooks. He's wearing number 13. Of course, some of these guys, you see them, they're always helping out the team, the varsity guys and stuff. Shots on goal at this level. Weston's wearing number 14. And Spencer in number 34. So some of the guys that go out right there in front of us, chasing down that blue. So those are some of the names for those of you, you'll see what's going on in the background as we talk about
Lane, dribble hard. Lane, dribble hard.
Give up. Don't reach. Now, Dad. Run.
semi-final day was outstanding.
Girls first off, taking on all-world Mandy Copeland and the Raiders.
Gatorade Player of the Year.
Right, who's got 12? Who has 12? Miles, get in there.
6'3" herself, but how old is she is. She had cohorts in the league with 6'2". I think rebounded them as a team all day long.
Which had to be a big key for Coach Granum after getting out-rebounded the night before. But Ashton Copel, the Gatorade, South Dakota Gatorade Player of the Year, named that yesterday morning or maybe the night before. Sioux Valley in that rebounding category wins 36-21. But Copel did everything she could along the way. She had 24 points. She dished out 5 assists. She blocked a couple shots, got 2 or 3 steals. Yes, Tate pointed that out as well too. He thought that maybe some of the block shots. Now keep in mind, when you go through this, you don't have your everyday stat keepers, your everyday bookkeepers. You have a group of people that are put together to do that. They might not be professionals in what they're doing, so it's a difficult task. So I'm sure that locally in their own stat sheet, they have their official block shots or for the moment, when they print them out, they just off the papers and stuff, that's her stat line. One thing that Wagner would have wanted back was that 9 of 20 from the free throw straight.
Right, yeah.
Let's get a stop here, White. Get a stop here, White.
When you think about Mandy Copeland,
Help him. Help. Go, call it out. Go, call it in.
Just kind of wore on them, I thought, a little bit more than the Sioux Valley team. And maybe pace of the game, not only that you're playing at the tournament, but pace of the game that you play all year long, where Sioux Valley's pushing the ball up and down the court, and Wagner wants the pace to slow down. Well, both Red Cloud, both Red Cloud and Sioux Valley really picked up the pace on them. They will. This is our halftime of game number 1 of the 4th grade tournament here. I don't know if this tourney has an official name, but if we come up with that official name, we'll get it out to you. But we did touch base on Wagner and their stat line. Flip to the Sioux Valley side. Sioux Valley with 19 of 48 last night. 8 made 3-pointers. The Mile High Tournament, what a cool name for this. We're at the Mile High Tourney here in Lead. A recap, we talked about Wagner a little bit. A recap on the Sioux Valley side. They made 8 threes last night. 3 of those from Talia Vincent and 3 from Amari Ward. Amari Ward has had herself a nice tournament. Probably not as nice of a tournament as Kira Cruz has had. Back-to-back double-doubles. The senior has come to play. She's brought energy. She's owned the board. Like, if she gets her hands on it, you're not getting this from me type of mindset. She's had to battle through a little bit of foul trouble and stuff, which early in the year maybe couldn't do, but here she has been able to.
she's such the difference maker for that spot.
Look at here, Salzy. Media covering media. Correct. And speaking of be out there, Sioux Valley ran into some foul trouble. Kaylee Product picked up her 4th foul. Liberty Trigstead, I think maybe had to have an ankle retaped or things. But to be able to juggle those things as they were going on in the all-important late stages of that third quarter, early stages of that fourth quarter, where Wagner makes a charge back at Sioux Valley, gets the game within 5, calls a timeout. They've got all their faithful behind them. You really felt the charge coming for the Red Raiders, and Sioux Valley just went back out there so composed, so ready to make the next play. We got a big bucket at the other end to take it right back to 8 points. I think that was one of Amari Ward's 3-pointers at that time. Really helped out. Sioux Valley 10 of 15 from the foul line last night. They shot 19 of 48 overall, and again, dominated the glass 36-21. If they could do that tonight against a talented Mobridge Pollock team, they would be in good shape.
It's arguable right now that we can sit Mobridge Pollock as a total roster. They do not have a second field player that here on the Mobridge Pollock team, but they do have a great starting five. They've got guys to come in on the bench. They can play weeks.
Yeah. They'll have to respect a lot more players across from them tonight, where last night they strategized so they could get 2 or 3 people rotated over to Mandy Copel and try to slow down that high-low game that Wagner is so good at. One other key stat from that game, and then we can move on from that game. But the turnovers, Sioux Valley only 13 turnovers last night. Wagner only 14. You know, they had 25 at half the opening night. So I thought both coaches and their teams and players have just kind of settled in to the state tournament. And usually that makes for an outstanding day 3.
Here, well, not here because we're in the Class A state tournament. We'll be there a little bit later on. Vernon Franklin, that's the new start. And the Class A
We were informed that A2 Arena is named after 2 former girls basketball players for Black Hill State University, both with the first name A, starting with A or whatever.
There's a plaque on the left.
Is it? Gotcha. So that's what we were informed as to where they got the name A2 Arena. And that's recent. That's a recent time. Otherwise, it's just always called the Lake Center. It's been so entertaining, and it'll be fun to see what type of style comes out when you have 2 teams that want to play that way. Will it be this 85-80 high school girls basketball game, or will it turn into you get to cross from someone just as athletic as you turn into a 36-30 ball game? But last night, a big key to that game that you're talking about was Ashlyn Carlo. She dropped 23 points, dished out 7 assists. Correct. But it wasn't a one-person show last night. It was this Jody Hunter that dumped in 25, including just some key moment buckets last night as that game was unfolding. She also had some assists and steals to go along with that. But they got 25 points out of Big Girl Hunter to go along with Carlo Pound. All tournaments will get named at the end of the tourney, and then all state ballots will be folded up on Monday. Those votes will be due in, and within a week or 10 days or so after that, you'll start to see those come out in the newspapers. We usually give the South Dakota Newspaper Association kind of those first rights to that, to push that out, and then the rest of the media will follow
He's
they've kind of become the darling postseason girls basketball this season. They go on a run. They took their first ever trip to the state A tournament, as we've been telling your listeners about that. And then the effort and the games that they forced these teams into as the 8th seed, they've been an impact. They haven't got that W yet. Hopefully it happens here this afternoon to push the game. And are they the favorites? Is Dubrick the favorite? I've been teasing you all weekend.
They took the 1 seed to the break. They took the 4 seed to overtime.
Salsy likes to look at those seeds and instantly categorize you in the favorite and seed-wise you are, but we all know that some of those are comparing different schedules during the course of the year. And no question, Dubrick has had a tough schedule. Tri-Valley, Sioux Valley, just to name some that we know of that we watched. They've had a schedule that got them ready. That was Brooks in the background there, getting the bucket for you. Got to give him a little shout out. He's been, doing the water duties for our boys all season.
This is the 4th grade tournament.
Perfect. They're off to a good start.
Playing a team out of Wyoming today.
Upstate Wyoming, the Bobcats.
The rest of Class B. The Dubrick Party County match. The 5th place team, the consolation Then we head to the semifinals.
Match up, white, let's go. Who's winning the top?
It was Bennett County who has a freshman.
The O'Neill girls. Semifinals in the Seymour Central great win against Alabama. So that sends the Cardinals to the 3rd place game against Centerville. That'll be a 6-5 starting here on. Some very
Championship game then in Class B. Bennett County, the 6th seed, Sanborn Central Riverside, the 5 seed. Freshman and an 8th grader in a championship game in Class B.
Yeah, we've been telling you about that. Bennett County, the O'Neill sisters, and you're not going to just hear about them in basketball. You're going to hear about them in volleyball. You're definitely going to hear about them in track and field. They have the potential to win some of these team track meets alone. In the events that they're in, but a little. Go ahead.
I think the freshman O'Neill already has titles.
Yes.
200 and the 400 and the 4x1.
Yeah.
Their speedsters are athletic. They're fantastic right now. Apparently they can shoot basketball.
What entertaining games yesterday to be able to follow along. You speak about entertaining games and state championship. This team that Sioux is playing out here, up in the Bobcats from Wyoming, their varsity boys team played in the Wyoming state championship game. I had the score here a minute ago, 41-32. They lost that championship game, but the Upton varsity team went 24-2 this season over in Wyoming and lost in the state championship game to a team out of Laramie. Who do we have listening?
Watching from the hotel.
Yeah, well, if we have the girls take some notes here, 55-2 run by these young guys. They're trying to keep up. They've been watching the girls all weekend, so they're keeping up with the pace of the game, pushing the ball ahead, getting things going. These guys last night cheering on the girls was fun to watch just alone down there with their Homer hankies or rally towels, whatever you want to call them.
ball. There you go. He's strong. He's strong.
Let the students do that, turn it over to Gracie.
There we go, White. Cut hard. Cut hard. Cut hard. Up on the challenge top of this.
Parent boosters would be the way to describe it. It's more each sport kind of having their people that support their program, getting it going, and a lot of that behind the basketball moms. I like to call it. They've done a ton of work at supporting this team, good support, and that goes along with winning as well. Any team that you have that goes on a run doesn't get it done without the support of their parents, their diehard backers. Here's Brooke. Again, a little water boy bucket. Just goes off.
Set it up!
He finds Ray out of the perimeter, reverses it to Bentley here. Thought he was going to bring it over the lip. Ray has it out here on the wing. Let's get a lot of shots on goal tonight, or this afternoon against Mobridge College.
There we go. You gotta get open. You're not open.
But the South Dakota
Hard, there you go.
Good sportsmanship here. The score lopsided, so Sioux Valley, Coach Burgraff, Coach Nagelhout, Coach Rick, they're making these guys be a little more disciplined, run through their stuff, get the ball reversed numerous times, and that helps them get really good at ball toughness down the road. Speaking of this girls team, Salzy, put yourself in Coach Granham's shoes right now. How's he feeling, you think? You know, what's his vibes this morning? He wakes up, gets the girls breakfast. Have you touched base with him since last night's game? What are the vibes from Coach Granham's perspective right now? Yep.
He's trying to cover all bases.
Yeah, you should be. Yeah, you know.
Hey, bullshit! Bullshit! Hey, guys, White! Set good screen! Make good cuts, let's go! No!
Backdoor lick to Bentley, they pass up on the layup, looking for a better opportunity and just showing some patience out here. Yes. Nice.
Find something else. There's a couple of teammates that have some allergies, so
Yes. So along with that, Salzy, what time will everything unfold? When will the practice be? When will the pep rally be? Do you have any of that information for our listeners?
a little bit of piece of information about that. Their practice today obviously closed to everyone outside of
Yes.
the program.
Yep.
Team.
Okay, keep everything under lock and key this afternoon on Mobridge College.
Yeah, I won't even take the camera in there.
Yeah.
Just hang out and just find out.
Smart move. Good choice,
It'll
Salzy.
be at 10 a.m. at the Spearfish High School. That's a shoot-around practice / the pep rally today at 11:30.
Do we know where it's at?
I'm pretty sure it's at the hotel.
At the hotel.
So that's an 11:30 thing. I won't be at that because I need to get into our spot when we broadcast because they added chairs yesterday. I have to clear out some space.
Yes, I appreciate you for saving those spots. I come barreling in there with like 2
Yeah.
minutes before tip-off.
My pregame show with you was 2 minutes long. It's
Shoving this guy out of the way to get my spot, kind of elbowing this guy, wondering what he's doing here. Well, it's Nate Vogel.
It just turns out.
Yes. That was great. Accidental perfection for the Saul's media broadcast.
It worked out really well. I tried to ask him.
Kind of like this. Is this accidental perfection that we're now in the lead gym watching 4th grade basketball? Bentley brings it across half court here for this Cossack squad. Gotta like the reffing at this level. Right here, we can explain to everybody how we're going to guard things and kind of a little bit of a gentleman's game as well.
Keep hustling out there, boys. Keep hustling.
advantage of it. You know,
They are.
You can fold it up, you can call it good, and just get there. That's not one of the greatest South Dakota basketball players that's ever been around.
They did.
Ashley Copel, and then the senior, Kara Cruz, will send her out today, one way or the other.
Yes.
We're trying to bring her home a nice consolation trophy.
I think one of the things that they'll lean on today will be that experience in volleyball. Many of these girls kind of overlapped in both of those, but they experienced it. It was a great run, kind of a surprise run. They got there, they did this and that, but they now experienced it, felt like it was, okay, we were that close to having a trophy rather than a plaque. So they do know that it's a meaningful game. It is for the state consolation title. And you're just going to see a lot of energy. The reason we know that is how they responded yesterday in about that game.
Yeah, so we look
Good, same here. Help them when I can, Salty, but my eyes keep going back out here to these young guys and the job they're doing. We see Rafe and Weston. We see Lick out here now. Cullen's out here. Bentley's running the point for them. Just a fun little team here. I think they played nearly 50 games. Of course, it's not about games and wins and stuff at this level, but they love to have them when it happens. But it's about playing time and getting to a jam and touching the ball, getting the skill sets, and comfortable in these moments when you get to high school.
Gotta move. Get into it. Move. Dribble hard.
Number one, got the fresh new shoes. I think he's been shopping while he was out here. Maybe made a stop by shoes on the way through Rapid City or something. He's got the bright new shoes on, and it leads to an and one opportunity for him.
If we could even stay somewhere.
Yes.
Here we go, Bentley.
Has kind of been owned by Sioux Falls O'Gorman at this stage, right?
I was going to say that it's not a
There we go.
Looking him and Brandon Valley then, is that who ends up matching? I'm trying to remember. Yep. Coach Dannenbrink at Rapid City Stevens, former D. Smith grad, has done an outstanding job, and they have one of the leading scorers in the history of their school, the leading scorer in the history of their school. She passed up Becky Hammond. Yes.
Control, White. Control. Set it up, Rick. Good job, White. All tough. Hey, set it up. Get organized, guys. You gotta get open. There we go. There we go. Look at the hoop. Look at the hoop.
Again, when you're back in the league, also qualified in the boys, so kind of a fun basketball run out here in Springfield. Speaking of those teams playing in the championship, Montpelier Lutte undefeated, O'Gorman undefeated. Only two remaining undefeateds in the state of South Dakota.
Go, bud. Go. Hold it up, bro. Hold it up, bro. Get out. Get out. Tough with it. Tough with it. Come get it. Where is it? Set on the guy. You set a screen on the guy. You set a screen on the spot. Remember? Come on, guys.
Young Center.
Good, Kelly.
Beautiful complex, Division II sports out here. I always describe them as kind of that feel we get back home with Jackrabbit Sports being so close to us. This is their SDSU out here. They give it that following, that support, have an outstanding sports program and all the sports. There's Brooks inside. He can hand out water and he can drop step finish at the rim. You know what's fun out here is to see like the ball toughness turns in here and the be thick skin out here. Kind of holding themselves back a little bit to do different things because the scoreboard's dictating that, moving the ball really well. And those are just things that will make them better in the long run. We'll probably have Tate have the ability maybe to get us the scores, leading scores and stuff on this game as it unfolds. Technology, the ability to go take a picture with your phone as a scorebook. We might be able to give some kids a shout out if anyone did reach double digits or anything like that in this game. Yeah, we do. What else, Salzy? How about besides basketball? Have you been out and gotten some bird pictures? Have you popped the camera out at all?
So they've got a couple areas that I'm used to getting into that have been closed because they don't clear out the snow.
You can wait until it's over and grab that. Well timed.
Good, great. Right, guys, come on. Good hard puck.
There is snow there in the off-season. Yes.
Gotta look. Can't turn your back to the hoop, right? Cut hard.
What highway would it be on? The Wildlife Loop? Or what? Spearfish Canyon.
Scenic Highway.
Yes. Teams are kind of waiting in the wings here to take the court when this one ends. The team that says Bulldogs across their jerseys, but not a Bulldog we're familiar with. It's red and white down here waiting to come onto the court and follow this one. Yes. Tornadoes?
So maybe it was tornadoes that started everything.
I'm not sure. I just saw some of the news, caught some of the news that some people had lost their lives due to tornadoes somewhere. So I didn't know if that affected, because last night, of course, we just get bits and pieces with where we're staying with the cell phone coverage or whatever. But Coach Buster had mentioned that the women's game had got postponed. They had evacuated, but everyone was safe. The men's team lost a close, hard-fought game, and the DSU women have advanced. Of course, they're hosting their region.
This is from Great Plains Athletic Conference. Their game in Langston, Oklahoma, not happening tonight. So this is
Yep.
Hey, come on, Lane. You know what you're doing.
More to come. Stay tuned. Pray for the firefighters and emergency personnel in this area.
Wait.
This is
Go.
Athletics boys do it.
Tough going.
in Oklahoma. Wildfires chased them out of the arena and their hotel for a little bit yesterday.
So now we know.
Everyone was safe, everyone's okay, and now we're good.
Now we know the reasoning. Wildfires, and there's also a string of tornadoes and stuff somewhere around as well. Closing seconds winding down. I'm not sure if we'll get an opportunity to talk to head coach Ryan Burgraff, but we hope to. And we hope to get some stats here as this coach's show unfolds on this outstanding morning. We've got Tate looking, got line us up to head coach Burgraff. This has been fun, Salzy. It's a first. Maybe it'll be a last. You never know on some of these moments. But Andy Link, Ryan Nagelhoff, Ryan Burgraff in charge of this squad. More of probably a traveling group. Hey, who's willing to go out and travel a little bit and play? And you never know where your players will come from. At all levels, they all develop very differently. It is a quick change, so this will be a quick 30-second probably here with Coach Burgraff if we can. Coach Burgraff, 30 seconds.
All your bags are over there. Watch out.
We need 30 seconds or so. Thanks, guys. Good job.
Yep, I can hear you. Nope, I got you. Absolutely, yeah. So, well, this is our fourth grade competitive team, and I think our record coming in this meeting was 47-7, 48-7. So we play a whole bunch of basketball. Yeah. 11:20 little kid tournament, so we don't have to wait a week or 2 days or 3 days like the varsity guys do. We get to turn around and do it all over again. Probably got to get a hot dog, some M&M's, stuff like that. Maybe a yogurt, Dr. Pepper or something, some junk food, some sugar. Not for me either. I was telling Bill that there you go. Hot dogs. Yep, absolutely. Thank you so much for doing this and coming. This is a blast. So cool. This is so cool. Thank you so much. Yep. All right, here we go. All right, thanks.
We'll get out of the way. Sioux Valley Eagles. 1:45 today. Black Hills